Well, here we are. It's the next chapter. You know what that means? It's July.
Already.
Where's the time going?
It's fleeing before us at a rapid pace.
The correct answer is into the future. Thank you, Steve Miller.
Okay.
Right, okay, all right. Judy Kimsey with me, of course. She is the director of your Van Alstyne Public Library, talking about the things coming up in July. Of course, your cast of thousands will be on to talk about some of the events coming up. But I wanted to have you on because this is kind of a special time of year. It doesn't happen all the time. You have some openings on the board and you're accepting applications for above mentioned board.
Yes, we are. Every September, so if a board consists of 7 members and terms are 2 years each, then in 1 year, the odd number seats would expire, and then next year the even number seats would expire. So every year there is, despite having 2-year terms, every year there's an opportunity to apply.
And you have a little consistency there.
Yeah.
And since it's 2025 and that's an odd number, places 1, 3, 5, and 7 are up.
I cannot vouch for the exact numbers because that's a memory thing, and I'll rely on.
I checked just before we get on, so it's in short-term memory. Don't ask me in 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
And so, but anyway, we've been posting it on Facebook to let people know about the board openings that are available. And so my question is, if I want to apply for the library board, what would I do?
Well, it's a pretty simple process, and the link is on the city website, and I think we've reposted it on our Facebook, but it's pretty easy to find.
And so if I'm applying for the board, what kind of things would someone be looking for qualifications, for example?
Gotcha. And as far as, having a requirement other than your residency requirements, what we're looking for is to build a board that is a good cross-reference, or a cross-section of our community. And we're looking for, voices and perspectives from all demographics. And so this ensures that our library is serving all members of the public as effectively as we can. Also that, we all see things, have a different perspective from our, who we are as people, whether we're a senior or a young mother with children or, a single parent, we will see the same issue differently. Therefore, by having representation from many different demographics within our community, we are able to shape policy that, serves everybody equitably.
So those different perspectives come together, and when you talk about whatever issues might come up, you have a wide range of opinions, and then that's how you come to the best solution.
Right. And one misconception I'd like to clear up is, and I'll further elaborate on the duties that a library board member can look forward to handling. But one thing is a very common misconception is this isn't about planning our programming or helping us purchase books or what we should get next or how we should run things. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for perspectives and advice on helping us develop the more administrative, managerial type documents such as our long-range plan, our technology plan, our strategic, we just completed our strategic plan and had a community survey. Also, we work.
I took it.
Yes, you did, and we sure appreciate that. We deleted that, but
well, it happens. I'm used to it.
Just kidding. But from that, we develop our mission and our vision, and our value statement come from that.
Right.
Libraries are in the news a lot lately, and that is all about the content libraries should and shouldn't have available to children. And so there is a ton of policy writing that goes on in the library because it's there's many aspects, and it's from everything to what age will we allow a child to have a card, and what kind of consent is required, and all of that falls to policy. So if we have members of our community from as many demographics represented as we can, then we hope to have as sound and best representation of everyone's viewpoint as we can get.
And those policies are so important. They're everything. I mean, they are your guideposts as you move forward with what you're doing.
We've got to have sound policy.
No doubt. Okay.
I'm just taking a break. I'm doing expense reports.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Let's see, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're here till 7.
So, okay, thank you.
I love that. We're actually doing live library stuff. So we had a library moment.
We did.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So applications open till July 15. My understanding is you kind of comb through those. You make recommendations to the city council. They'll have the last word.
Yes and no. And when you
Okay.
say you comb through those, no, I do not.
Oh, okay.
So this is, I sit down with the first meeting. The library board is on hiatus in
Okay.
both June and July because of our summer reading program, and board members also have a life and like to travel. So, and we're incredibly busy. So
That's encouraged. If you
It
have a life
is.
and like to travel,
Yes.
you're still good.
Another requirement to have a life.
Have a life is important, no doubt.
Our first meeting back from hiatus would be in the first week of August. After it's all been timed out quite cleverly.
Right.
So the application window closes, the applications come to us for our first meeting in August,
Okay.
and then the board considers them as a whole, and
Nice.
then they are ranked. Every board in Van Alstyne goes through the same process.
Okay.
So there's complete transparency. Everybody is treated the same. The library board reviews the applications, ranks them with their recommendations, and then sends them on to council. Council holds the final word, and you will most of the time accept our recommendations or discuss them. And if they feel differently, then they have the power and authority to make changes as they see fit.
So that really makes sense too, because the board represents the library board represents the library, and the city council represents the people. They're the elected
Exactly.
our representatives. And so
Exactly.
that sounds like a very thorough process.
It is, and Van Alstyne, I think, has come a long way in upping our game and making sure that the process is not only equitable but transparent and fair, and make sure that those all important checks and balances are in place.
Yeah, very good. Last question. I know you're super busy, so I'll let you go. But the last question is, if I do manage to get on the board, or even before I apply, what kind of time consideration should I, is it how much I put into it, or meetings are once a month? How does that work? What would be my time commitment?
Gotcha. And it's not nearly as awful as one might think. It's we meet once a month, and it's the first Tuesday of every month at 5:45 here at the library in our meeting room. We are, as I said, on hiatus in the summer months for June and July, and then again in November, December. So those
Happy
are the
holidays.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very slow season time for us here at the library, and also we're taking into consideration that. Again,
Family, travel.
Yes,
right,
everyone
snow
has
days.
has holiday commitments and wants to spend time with family. So it's nice to have a bit of a break. So those are the months that we're off.
Okay.
Meetings last about an hour. We try to keep it right at an hour, and that's about it.
Okay. So if you're interested in serving on the library board, taking those applications until the 15th. Again, I've been sharing it on social media. You've been sharing it on social media. Find that link that goes back to the city's website, or you can go to the city's website. Underneath government, it says boards, something in boards, and click on that. It'll take you right to all
www something
all the
something
information.
boards something
Right,
something
yeah,
blah
dash,
blah
slash,
something
dash,
clickety click.
backslash.
Yeah,
Right.
you'll find your way. Yeah.
And then you're in. Very good. Judy, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, Mike.
All right, got a lot coming up still this month. We have more staff members coming on to tell us about it. Stay right there. Welcome back to the next chapter. We're still talking about July events. Joining me is Misty and Amber, librarians here at the library. And you can see their names right at the bottom. See that?
Lovely.
Names and titles.
Awesome.
Isn't that great?
I see it.
How we did that?
Yeah.
So it's fantastic. So what are we talking about, Misty?
Bad art night.
Whoa! So Amber, what's the brainchild? How did this bad art night idea get
So
started?
Misty actually found it. It was something that another library had done, and we really wanted to be involved. And we kind of brought it up sort of at the same time, and then started working on it together.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's going to be our first joint adult and teen program. Very exciting. Yeah.
Okay. So adults and teens symbolizing world peace. And what are we going to be doing?
Making bad art. Like the sort of thing that your kindergarten self would have made.
Right.
There'll be pasta and pipe cleaners and googly eyes and all of the things that you haven't used to make art since you were 6.
Nice. And so this was you guys have been practicing, so that's what these are, right?
Yeah, I have a googly eye tiara. Do you like it?
I like it very much. So this makes me the king of bad art. We have a couple princesses here. Actually, this is Judy's crown, so she's the queen. We know how it goes. So it's like, we're ready. So Amber, how excited are you?
So excited. I've been making bad art my whole life, so I'm super excited to join the event. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
What's your favorite bad art that you have accomplished in your life?
Actually, I just found a piece of pottery I did when I was young, and it's sort of a bowl, and it kind of has a lid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to even tell you what I made for my parents when I was in grade school. This was a different time, remember. I made them an ashtray.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Well, I am making the trophy for Bad Art Night.
Oh, so there's prizes?
There's a $25 gift card for the winner and a large trophy for the winner, and there may be some additional small trophies for other categories. But the trophy will be in the spirit of Bad Art Night.
It's going to be, you will cherish it forever up on the mantle. It'll be a conversation piece at least.
Misty, tell them how they're gonna win.
Yeah, how are we going to win?
Yes, so we will actually keep your art here after you are done for a week and display it in our Bad Art Gallery. And patrons will have the opportunity to come in and vote for the worst piece of art.
Oh my gosh. I am so excited about this. You know, as soon as you guys posted it on Facebook and go on the library's Facebook page and let them know that you're interested, or better yet, going. I think I was the first one to say going because I think this is so fun. And so I have to decide, how am I going to cover it and participate at the same time? Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am really looking forward to seeing what kind of craziness people can come up with.
Right, right.
We will have some rules. Glitter in very small quantities.
We did get a special glitter dispensation from Judy,
Oh my gosh.
so we don't want to take advantage of that,
Yes.
but there'll be some glitter.
Yeah.
That's living dangerously, because glitter, you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
It'll be in the carpet for days, weeks, maybe.
Art on the canvas and not on the floor.
Right, thank you. Those are one of the rules.
Yeah.
So there are some rules. It's not complete chaos.
No.
Not complete chaos, but the main rule is no talent.
Okay.
If you have artistic talent, pretend you don't.
Okay. And yeah, if you have artistic talent, use it to be bad.
Exactly.
Use your talents for bad. I usually don't tell people that, but in this case it works. Now, when is all this happening?
It's going to be Tuesday, July 15th at 5:30 p.m. We'll be hosting it over here in our adult programming space, and then that's where the gallery will be as well afterwards.
Okay, so if you can't make it, just make it. So I'm not giving you an out. No excuses. So come, and then after that, come for the week and see what people created. And of course, I'll be doing one of my crazy stories too. It's going to be a target-rich environment for the kind of thing that I do. This will be fun.
It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, we're really excited.
Okay, great. All right, well, thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. All right, next chapter for July continues after this. Stay right there. Okay, we're back. The next chapter rolls on as we continue to talk about July events. Misty's still with me at the Adult Services Librarian here at your Van Alstyne Public Library. You have stuff coming in July.
Yeah, absolutely. We have the Shoots and Sprouts Garden Club coming up.
Those are cool people, man.
They really are. It's a
Yeah.
great group.
Yeah. So I've been coming to some of them, as you know, so it's been really fun and very interesting, and I learn a lot every time. What is our topic this month?
This month, Mara Gay Black, who is a Grayson County Master Gardener,
Okay.
is going to be talking about the benefits of mason bees in your garden.
Mason bees? What? I'm not sure. So I know about European bees, I know about Africanized bees. Mason bees or something else?
I only recently learned about mason bees.
Okay.
I studied for this today.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you for doing that. That's good. One of us should.
They are a solitary bee. They don't live in hives. and they're incredibly docile, and they're excellent pollinators. I'm thinking of planting a mason bee garden in my
Wow,
backyard.
that's great. So you can plant different things to attract them, I'm guessing.
I guess so.
I guess so. And so if you plant,
I'm going to learn.
Right, we're going to find out. This is me guessing. If you plant the right kind of flowering vegetation, then the rest of your flowering vegetation will benefit.
Yeah.
Say your cucumbers or something.
Apparently they really like cucumbers and cantaloupes.
I didn't know that. I just made that up. Wow. Well, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So, all
I
right.
could be making this up. You don't know.
I don't know. That's right. You know, I was really smart until Google came along. and AI, I'm sunk now. I don't even, my Cliff Clavin days are over. Well, so when is all this fun happening?
This month, the Gardening Club meets on Saturday, July 19th. It'll be at 12:30 here at the library.
Okay, and they alternate, right? Was it Tuesday nights and
They do, yes, they do
Saturdays?
a Tuesday night every other month and a Saturday every other month, so that we can bring in more people depending on their schedules.
Give everyone a chance to attend. So, very good. All right. Anything else about mason bees that we need to know before we come to find out the truth?
I would suggest learning from the experts,
That's
not
probably a
me.
good idea. Now, every one of these that I've been to, the sourdough is great. The bees, how to be a beekeeper was great. The mushrooms one, really informative, and it's so interactive. They encourage questions.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Right.
It's a really great group. It was started to really appeal to a broad range of gardeners, not just expert gardeners, but also beginners. So they really encourage you to ask questions and for discussion between the members of the group. And yeah, everyone's invited.
And you'll find your tribe. All right, Misty, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Stay right there. We have one more segment to go. Right here. All right, welcome back. The next chapter rolls on for the month of July. Sarah's with me now.
Hello.
The Children's Services librarian here. And, you know, we're talking about these summer reading programs that you guys have been doing. They've been amazing. I've been to every one, and there's a few left.
Yes, there are 3 left for July. The first one is going to be July 7th, which is a Monday. That one is called All About Animals. They talk about the colors that you can find in nature and animals.
Oh, cool.
And then that Saturday, July 12th, we have Ken Frawley, who is an Old West expert and a cowboy. So you'll see
Nice.
cowboy tricks, he'll talk about
Yeah.
the Old West, things like that.
That'll
and
be
then
fun.
the last one is Monday, July 14th, and that is the Creature Teacher.
Okay.
And they will have live animals for the kids to look at and watch and do all fun stuff with.
So these programs, if you haven't been, and most of you have, because I think the whole town's shown up at one or more. I mean, we've had attendance has been outstanding. In fact, the Bubble Guy, we just had, Brett Richards, the Bubble Guy. We had 360 people show up in the rec center. It was packed.
It was packed.
Right. So good crowds. Get there early. Be careful where you park. That's one thing.
Right, be careful where you
yeah,
park.
just
Make
use
sure you're
common
following the
sense.
laws.
Right. Yeah. So that's good common sense. And then otherwise, just expect to have a good time. Now, part of the emphasis of these programs is not just so kids have really fun, interesting things to do and learn accidentally while they're having fun, but it's also to help remind them that there is that summer reading challenge going on.
Right, and the Summer Reading Challenge actually will go all the way to the end of July.
Okay,
Though
right.
our events will end, the last one will be on July 14th. Please keep reading all the way through the July 31st, and you have all the way up to that point to turn in your hours, either on your physical sheet that you got from us or in the app. You can come in.
Right. Now, and I'll put the graphic up here, and I may have put it up earlier, but when I'm looking at the graphic, you have a certain prize for 300
Right.
minutes, certain prize for more minutes, and then a grand prize, which is if you read that many minutes, you get entered into a drawing. Now, is it if you read 300 minutes, you get the first one, and then if you read the second tier, you get that second prize also?
Yes, yes.
I see.
When you
Okay.
get to 300 minutes, you come in, you show us your app, you get the first prize and your first picture on the wall. And then you keep reading, you
Right.
get to 900 minutes, you get the next prize and another picture on the wall.
Great.
And then you keep reading again, and you get to 1,500 minutes, and then you will be able to be entered into the drawing.
That's fantastic. And so all the way through the month of July, keep reading, kids.
Keep reading.
Then it's back to school.
And then it's back
I mean,
to school.
are you kidding me? The summer's almost over. I mean, it's not. I mean, we're just getting into July, but when you
Right.
think about it,
It's about halfway over
Yeah,
for this town, because I know that school begins the second week of August.
wow, so soon,
Mm-hmm.
so soon. But July is action-packed here at the library. You guys do so much,
We do.
and I love it.
We do too.
Okay, great. Well, that's everything we have, right?
Mm-hmm, I believe so.
Good, good. So that's our edition of the next chapter for July. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.